Hi everyone, this is Jacqui Cooper from J. Cooper Travels, and today I am super happy to have all the way across in Scotland, Emma. I have connected with her both on Facebook as well as on LinkedIn, and I've been inspired by her photographs and her stories, and I reached out to her and she agreed to be on the podcast. And as everyone knows, I'm both in the travel space as well as an entrepreneur in other areas. And so I'm always inspired when women decide to do more than one thing and follow their passion. Um, Welcome, Emma. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you for having me as well.
So why don't you go ahead and share a little bit about your story, where you're located and how you ended up doing the photography and what your vision is, because I think it's definitely something that everyone needs to hear about.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm in Scotland, as you said, in Edinburgh, and I'm a portrait and headshot photographer. And I don't have any background in photography. I have different kind of career before photography. And photography came, actually photography was always my passion. I travel a lot. We used to work, me and my husband, we used to work on a cruise ships and we visit all those exotic places. And I always had the camera with me and taking photos of everything and everyone. But 2 years ago, I decided to turn that passion into a business. And I decided to focus on portraits. And I do photograph men, women, and children. But my big passion actually is photographing, helping women to be more comfortable and confident in front of the camera. And the main thing is as well to be present, more present in photos, because as moms, usually we take photo for our kids, but we are not in the photos with the kids. And it happened to me. I find out that actually I'm missing 8 years from photos with my kids as a family together, all of us. It's usually me taking of a photo with the kids, or meaning one child or both kids, but never all four of us. And as well, I want to help women who are starting or they are into a business. I know that it's very important to be present online, and I know to put your photo, it's very scary thing for most of us. So I want to make sure that everyone is comfortable and confident in front of the camera, and to ensure them that, it's like if you are relaxed, we all can be photogenic, because if the photographer knows their job, knows the light, and we can all be photogenic.
So
So
I have a question for you. I know that what you said is so true. As a mom, a lot of times I also was taking pictures and I look back and we're not in them, like you said. And so from the family history picture, so how do you put yourself in the picture when you're actually taking the picture?
that's the thing. That's why you hire a professional photographer. That's why I'm here. Because you can do that with a tripod, and it's a very hard thing to do. And most of the people with the new technology today, with the phones and the cameras, we all have them. And the thing that portrait photography as a family and even individual, the thing is something it's outdated, but it's not. Believe me, because that's our heirloom. That's what we leave behind us. One day, our kids, they're gonna look for the photos of us as individual portraits, and as well together. So that's why I'm saying, like, you have to hire a professional photographer, because most of the time when we take those selfies, remember, I'm doing the same. I don't like my photos as well when I'm taking with the phone, because photography is actually, it's a science. You have to know, even the name says painting with the light. So that's mean, you have to be positioned in a certain way toward the light so you can have a flattering photo.
Yeah, no, it's very true. Now you're located in Scotland. Have you had the chance to do photography through Zoom or other locations? If someone was, because a lot of my listeners are in different places, how would they reach out? How would you work with them?
Everyone can contact me through, can call me, or we can have I have with most of my clients, I have a Zoom conversation, and that's the consultation usually, and it takes like a 1 hour. Most of the people, they are surprised, but we have a lot of things to discuss. It's starting first to get to know each other, and then to see what people, what they need, what kind of photography, what is, if it's a family portrait, like what kind of families they are. Some families more more classical dress, and they are more, some family are more, different. How should I explain? Different kind of vibe you have from different people. And then as well, it's coming we talk about how to dress and what to do. And it's very little, small little things that takes about an hour. And as I said, like that, the Zoom is the conversation, but me to take the photos, people that have to be, here nearby me. And I do in Edinburgh and surroundings in Edinburgh. I can go as well. At the moment, because of the COVID, I don't have the studio. I let it go. So most of the time I do outdoor photography. But in February, I hope so everything's gonna go at least some to kind of normal. And I'm planning to reopen my studio. So people can contact me over the phone or email. It works. I have a Facebook as well through Messenger. So yeah.
So for those that might not be familiar with how a podcast works, or even the YouTube, there'll be contact information in the block below the podcast and the YouTube. So you'll definitely be able to reach Ema. And then for those that are traveling over to Scotland, think about reaching out to her, as travel starts back, because when you're in Scotland, she can also connect with you and do some of the photography, so you can have the memories of your trip there. I mean, we do have a lot of listeners who are Scottish based, but we also have those that are going to be traveling back to Scotland. So don't think that you can't connect with Ema and check out her services. So how did you actually get into photography? Why is that your passion?
Okay, it's a little bit sad story how I started actually. 2.5 years ago, my mother-in-law passed away. And she was like a mom to me. I really love her like a mom. And after a while, because it took us a while to get over all this shock and everything, I've decided to create a project for my children and my husband. I wanted to create an album, a special album, and in her memory, to celebrate her life. And looking into the photos, I've noticed that I found, because I was the one who always taking the photo, I have her, her by herself or with the kids, with my husband, but I never found one photo that we are all together. And that was the big shock for me. And the second one, it was like searching for those photos. Then I realized that not only my mother, we are all not in a photo, it's I'm missing in the photos with the kids. So that was the time that I decided I'm gonna try, to help everyone else and tell people, what happened to me, do not happen to them.
Yeah.
That we have to document our family life, because we don't know what can happen, because my mother-in-law passed away suddenly. We didn't expect it. She had a heart attack, and that was it. And we don't know what can happen, even for, to all of us. So we better document the family life. I'm saying like at least every 5 years. And that was the main thing that pushed me to start the business, and to narrow my niche mostly. As I said, I do photograph men into business or in the family, or for headshots, for, I photograph kids as well, but my focus is helping women. because we are the ones who, even I can say again, my mother-in-law, she was the one always who was saying like, no, my hair is not done, don't take photo of me, I'm not dressed well, look at me, I'm too fat, I'm too old, oh, I'm so wrinkled. We all say that. I say that as well. I used to say, not anymore. But I was always taking photo of her. But I said, like, I do have photo. We have photo, her by herself and with the kids, but never all together, which was the saddest thing for me. And I'm like, it cannot happen. I'm still crying for that because, she's gone and I want that photo. I want to have it and I don't have it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so
No,
yeah, that's how I started. And in the same time was I got inspired from a photographer. She's her name is Sue Bryce, and she talks about this thing exactly. And she actually spoke to me exactly the same time. This is when happened with my mom and with my project. I was listening the same podcast with her, and actually she spoke to me the way what she was presenting, what she was telling, and I'm like, that's it. I'm gonna I'm gonna try help as much I can people to be more comfortable and confident and present in photos. I mean, comfortable and confident in front of the camera and present in photos.
I think that what you're doing is really remarkable and also so important, because as women in business, we don't always, our self-image is always developing. And it takes a lot of courage to go out and do a business. And at the same time, we do have to put sometimes walls up, because we need to kind of, those are the boundaries to have us kind of forge forward. But sometimes in doing that, we also are what, like you said, what other people see and then what we personally see could be two different things. And so we
Exactly.
need to we need to let us have that record of where we were at the beginning and where our journey as we go. Because it's all beautiful and it's all good. And but sometimes we kind of have mixed messages within ourselves, even though we can be very courageous on one level. On other levels, we still sometimes need some encouragement. So
Exactly.
yeah.
We have to document our life. We have to think about it. Like right now, everyone who is listening, even to you, just go back and go 10 years. Not 10 years, let's say 5 years. Look for a photo 5 years. You're not gonna say, "Oh, I was so fat there. Like I was like so old." No, you're not gonna say that. You're just gonna be like, "Oh, look at me." It's like we are at the moment right now. We're judging ourselves most, I mean, more than everyone else. People around that, they don't judge us that much as we judge ourselves. And it's,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. We have to have a courage, especially into a business, because I know I was the one, because I decided I'm going to start my business and I have to put myself out there, and I'm still doing it and it's a scary thing. It's a scary thing, but I'm doing it every single day. And I'm a proof that you can do it, and you can start business at any age. I started this at 43. And of course that, it's a hard work. And as you said, courage, it's building, it's like you don't have to be born with courage. You can build it. And yeah, you just have to do one step at a time. And as well, it's just, you have to let the photographer, because we're talking about photography, you have to let the photographer see you. This is and to show you, because sometimes you don't see yourself how your loved ones and people around you see you. So let the photographer show you what they can see.
Yeah. I also, with photography, you can see your authentic self.
Yep.
And you can capture the moments that um, you that are not staged, because especially when you have someone who's following you or doing certain things, the moment of you laughing with someone, or just that certain special look, so those are things that are priceless. And you're right, in the moment of the photo being capturing that and you look back, it brings back all the memories. So I mean, that's why they say a photograph is worth 1,000 words, because
Exactly.
it's,
That's what I do. It's like keep trying, and I'm learning every single day. But this is literal. I'm saying like every single day, because I need to learn all different kind of poses, and because every micromillimeter movement, in which way, even the mouth, the eyes, everything is just like it's a control. Yes, I do. Most of the people, they say I don't want to be, as you said, like a stage, like I don't want to be posed, but I'm posing in a certain way that it looks natural. It suits the purpose, depends on the purpose of the photo. It has to suit you, because not all the poses suit certain personality and people. And as you said, exactly, I'm looking for that look. I'm looking for that one smile, because first, when I talk to you, I get to know you, I
yeah,
get to see your smiles before I lift up the camera. In the moment when I'm lifting up the camera, everybody, is like they stop having that authentic face. I do the same. It's just like, I used to do it. I'm better now because I know now. But yeah, it's like, so I have to guide you. I have to be your mirror. And I'm learning. I think so all my life I'm going to learn that, because it's a body language. And
what's also very inspiring for you is that it doesn't matter, like you said, it doesn't matter what age you start. I know that I keep reinventing myself with new businesses that I'm doing, because we're always reflecting but like you said too, follow your passion. I
yeah,
mean, the businesses that I've gotten involved in, whether it's the travel, because I love to travel around the world and I love to help other people travel, or whether it's the teaching side, or whether it's the Bizcoin cryptocurrency that I recently got involved in, just find your passion, follow your passion, and know that even if the times in the world might not be the best, it's still okay to
yeah,
start something. Because I mean, I don't have a list in front of me, but I know that there have been a lot of major businesses that got started during depressions, that got started during recession. So even though we happen to be in the moment of COVID, you can still start and you can still, there's going to be hardships for sure, but you can take that first step forward.
exactly. One step at a time. Is like I just said, for me it was scary. Even COVID right now at the moment, to be honest with you, I can't work because of the way where I am. I'm a tier 3, and I'm not, because I'm a mobile photographer at the moment, so I'm not allowed to operate. But that's all right, because what I do right now is I'm networking every single week, at least 2-3 networking events I'm attending, and I'm getting the connection. So it's always something to do. Or I use a lot of the time this time to learn a lot of new things, because yeah, I was very ignorant in the beginning. I thought it's enough to have a talent, and I thought people, they can find me easy and then they can hire me, which is not the right thing. So I had to learn the business side of the photography too. So I learned. I signed up for a lot of courses here, especially in Scotland. I'm very blessed. We're all blessed, to have a lot of free courses. We have, especially women into a business. So I'm encouraging all the women who are here in Scotland to use this time, to go sign up for those courses, because believe me, they're very informational, and you can learn a lot of things. Yeah.
So I totally agree with you. We're gonna transition just for a quick second. I know that where you are living is just beautiful, because I've visited Scotland, I've visited your city. Are there any off the beaten path places that, people might want to kind of discover, that they might, obviously there's the castle, but there's other things in your area that maybe they might not think about. So when travel starts back to your area, that they should go and just check out. Anything that you want to share? Any places?
It's all the places that they're out there on the internet that they say to you have to visit them. It's not only the castle. It's like you have to go even at Princess Street. You have to go the whole street where is the castle, the Royal Mile. You have to walk, and then Holyrood Castle. You have to visit. There are so many places. It's like just the only one thing I cannot tell you, like, just there are many places, so I have to stay forever to explain you all. You can search for them, but the thing is, don't when you book a trip to Edinburgh, don't book 1 day trip. It's not going to be enough for you to see all the places. At least 2-3 days if you want to see. And visiting Edinburgh, it's by walk. Most of the time, if you want to see the things, it's like not something that you can do by car. Yes, you can go by car, but you're gonna miss small little things. And basically the whole city, it's beautiful. You have on the seaside, you have even so beautiful beaches. Yeah, you cannot go and swim in the water. Yeah, but still, it's like a lot of places. If you ask me like what is my favorite place to go, I don't have. It's like all of the places. Like we as a family, we go outdoors every week. So we do go most of the time Pentlands, like example. We go for hiking every week. Summer we go. Some of the parks, like there's beautiful parks here. Not only the center parks, they have it has. It's every single day we discover something new in Edinburgh. So the
It
whole
is.
city, yeah.
I agree with you. You have to be there for more than 1 day. I know when my daughter and I visited there, we were there for a number of days, and every time we went down a different street, there was like something new that we were discovering, and the architecture, the food, the people, I mean, the stores. I know that there was one store I ended up going into and I got 3 dresses, and my daughter said, "Why are you getting all 3?" I said, "Because I don't know when I'm going to be back here again, and I want to have these dresses." So
As
yes,
women and shopping.
yes.
Yeah.
But that's part of
I
the fun of it, it's part of the memory. So,
Exactly. No, as I said, I really don't. It's like there's so many places. It's not one thing. You cannot say like only the castle or the other castle because they're. It's like every small little street. It's different experience.
yes, for sure.
Especially through the photography. And I'm my hand. My family just like sometimes they don't even like going with me. My hand, it's glued to the camera and to my eye. Like I'm always with the camera. It's like summer. Like, oh, hold on 1 second. I have to take photo of this. Oh, hold on, just hold on.
And so for those again that are listening or even on the YouTube, there will be the website, so that way you can connect with Emma and see all of her fabulous photos and connect back with her. So when you actually travel over, and I have no doubt, because we'll be doing continuing conversation, she has a lot of different things that she's doing that she's about to launch. But I also have no doubt that at some point you'll be figuring out how to do Zoom photographs, so that way you can connect with individuals around the globe. But we'll see, we'll see.
No,
So,
it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, and it's
yeah,
not everyone likes. They don't like exact. They have to work harder. They have to position the whatever they are talking with the camera. If it's the phone or if it's the laptop, they have to position a certain angle to get the right photo that I want.
yes, that's true. That's true, because you are the professional here. So any last minute thoughts? Because I really appreciate your being on, and I look forward to our future conversations. Any last minute thoughts you want to share?
Thank you. It's just like thank you for having me. It's a big honor to be here. And then just the only thing I can say, it's like I'm encouraging everyone actually, to be more present in photos as a whole family, or especially the women who we are aging, to have every stage of our life documented. Try to schedule and have a professional photos done just for yourself to celebrate you. It's very important. And women who they're into business as well, to find the right photographer, because you have to have the right one. You have to have that connection with the photographer, and it's put yourself out there. It's a scary thing, but it's worth it, believe me, because people, especially if they want to hire you, they want to see your face, and that's how they trust you more if they see you online. So yeah, my encouragement is to be more present in photos.
I love that message. I just love that message. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.